Hello and welcome to the AllMadeUp podcast with me, Harry Stakini.
Me, Lewis Coleman.
And me, Ben Hart.
The show where each week a guest joins us in the writer's room to create a story like you and we have never heard before.
Not quite knowing what's around the corner or what we might find along the way, as this podcast is exactly what it says on the tin.
It's Cheng Pao Bian Zhao. I think that is Chinese for all made up.
Wow.
I like it.
We're coming for you, Beijing.
Yeah, Beijing. No listeners in Beijing yet. We're going to come for you, Beijing. But
And if it isn't, I'm so sorry.
what is interesting, and I forgot to mention to both of you earlier, we had more listeners in America than we did in the UK for a week.
It's been a mad week this week, actually, for downloads. Yeah. It's been...
So we had 2 downloads from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being in Vegas and thinking... I need something listed. All Made Up podcast in the Bellagio.
And the Bronx.
Yeah.
I imagine like that someone from The Sopranos going, I love this podcast.
Yeah. New York.
Because that is how The Sopranos sound. Yeah. Like the feature on 50 Cent song.
I love this podcast.
Yeah. He's got a little voice like that. But yeah.
That is racist, Harry.
Mate, what, he's Italian, isn't he?
Well, you are, so you get away with that.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
do that. I can't
you know
do
what I
that.
mean? One to the other. But
Cheers.
yeah.
I just think that's unbelievable.
It's good
we've
numbers,
broken
mate.
America.
We have.
We've broken it.
Well, like the Beatles.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to this podcast, man. I mean, these boys, they got some stories to tell.
There was a place, I think it was called like Tapanaka or something like that.
It looks lovely.
Population of 2,700 people, and there was 43 downloads there.
I reckon, I reckon they're playing it in the town centre. I reckon
they've gathered all the civilians around. And they
civilians.
Go, thank y'all for joining us here tonight. We are going to commence the episode of AllMadeUp podcast.
They'll never listen again.
Yeah, with I believe his name is Liam Pickford.
But I like that. Obviously, it was downloaded 43 times, but they all listen it communally.
Yeah. There's only been 36 episodes or something.
That is superb.
Could you imagine what they think of our voices, though? Like, they must be like, these have got the maddest voices. Hello, everybody. Yeah, can we just address my voice?
You're taking piss out of theirs. They're taking piss out of yours, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, I think we all live past the wall in Game of Thrones, don't they?
Yeah.
So, my voice. So, I think people will hear that my voice sounds slightly different to normal.
You threw me then. You just went into your voice, and I was like...
No. I think listeners will notice that I sound a lot huskier than usual.
Yeah.
It's because I've been at Butlins this weekend. I've been doing the big weekender.
Can you explain to our American listeners what Butlins is, please?
It's like,
because our obviously British listeners will know.
So, Camp America, if you're allowed to bring your parents, but it was also a little bit like Shameless.
Right, yeah.
If like Shameless went to a camp.
That's a good shout, yeah.
I think that's
it's like if the camp at Dirty Dancing was still going now.
Yeah. After the opioids crisis.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze's missing a few teeth.
Yeah. Everyone's on crack.
Yeah.
But I love it there.
Butlins.
Right on my street. No,
You was doing a gig there?
I was there for the weekend anyway, and I was doing a gig there as well. So I was doing the Sunday, the comedy day.
Oh, you were.
Harry was hosting.
Hosting the show.
Massive though, wasn't it? I couldn't believe it.
About 400 people in it. It's a big
400
space.
people, yeah. There's more than that.
You reckon?
Yeah.
500?
Was it rowdy? Was it rowdy?
It weren't rowdy. They were very pleasant. It was a noughties weekender, so it was like everyone born in the year 2000, right? So like fucking 10.
All right, born in the year 2000.
Yeah. So I mean, they're like kids.
Oh, it's music from the noughties.
Yeah, I thought that.
I was looking at tadpoles on the front row, mate. They were so young.
Well, don't check your ID and go, sorry, pal, you weren't born then.
But it was very, very, very nice. I say I've done it a few times where it can be a bit like all over the shop, but they were dead up for it. Very well behaved, and I went on. They did a tight 10. Then introduced Ben, who you did very well, mate.
Cheers, mate. I was a bit nervous before it because I genuinely thought there were going to be 100 people. I'm like, why would these people? They've been to watch Five. They've been to watch Blue.
And now they've been to watch you.
Yeah. And why would they come? And I couldn't believe it. It was packed, wasn't it? Like, it was absolutely packed.
So, like, the people who go to Butlins on these like weekenders, is the comedy part of the package, or do you pay additionally? Or
no, everything's there. You go. It's like a festival.
Right. Okay.
So you just like I knew that.
Any fancy dress?
I didn't see any. There was a bit of like flashing lights on this girl's head. 2 girls having their 18th. With a load of middle-aged women around them.
Like that.
Yeah. But they had lights on their head. You know what I mean? Obviously, it was a little beacon.
Yeah,
The fact that I was like, "Are you celebrating anything?" And these two women stood up with lights in their head, pointing at girls who didn't have lights in their head, like it's their birthday. And I was like, "You give more of a shit than they do."
Yeah. It's good though. It was mad. It was a mad weekend, and it was nice after it because obviously you're still there afterwards, and still people are like, "Oh, were you doing the comedy today?" And it's funny when you hear people going, "I think you were really good." Like I thought I was doubting myself.
Yeah.
Like, did you think I was good? Because it doesn't sound like you did.
Then you went, "We've got a podcast."
Yeah.
And we're fucking massive.
I hope you two both promoted. I bet none of you promoted the podcast.
Do you know what? It's a difficult thing to promote on stage.
It's not. I do a podcast. It's called the AllMadeUp podcast.
Yeah, to be fair, we could have said we do a podcast as well. Yeah.
Tell me what's hard about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hope the mics pick that up.
That was absolutely appalling. You need to apologise to not only me and Ben, but everyone listening and watching for what you just fucking did then.
And to my nose.
Right. He's just kicked off at me, "Oh, you're not plugging the podcast," and then just pulled the plug out his ass.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, my God. I really wish, if you are listening, you heard what came out of Lewis's ass then.
No.
Because...
we didn't. Poor Harriet she's like, she's just left thinking, it's going to be a lovely episode, that. Start with this trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounded like
trash.
It had blood in it. Right?
Oh, my stomach.
Yeah, you need a camera.
I was going to say, how would you package All Made Up in a nutshell on stage?
So this is, I do a podcast called the AllMadeUp podcast, where each week we get a fantastic guest and create an all-made-up...
Yeah, is that how?
Yeah. Shut yourself. Yeah.
But that, you make the noise whilst moving your mouth.
But no.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
It was good. And we didn't plug the podcast. I did individually. Everyone I spoke to afterwards, I was like, they were like, can I... obviously, every person I spoke to afterwards was like, "Can I have Harry's phone number? Can I have Harry's phone number?" I was like, "I've not got it. I've not got his phone number. Leave me alone."
He doesn't give it us. He doesn't invite us anywhere.
But he does say it on episode 36 of the podcast. There's a clue in each episode. You listen to them all, you'll eventually figure out his phone number at the end.
That's funny.
But no, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I think you were fantastic as well.
Thank you very much, mate.
You were like a wordsmith up there.
A wordsmith, yeah. Well, it's kind of the job, isn't it?
Yeah.
You with your hands together.
Yeah.
Come, Mr. Bond.
Yeah. I'm seething at what you've just done. That is so bad.
Right. I think we need to mention who we've got on the podcast today. And we're actually... We've already done it. So we're in the predicament where we are now going to say who we've got on, but we already had them on, and we know it's going to be a fantastic pod for you.
Yeah, we can guarantee it.
Yeah, we can guarantee it. We can say this is a great pod, and it is with Harriet Bibby, who is Coronation Street star, who plays Summer Spellman, has now featured in about 240 episodes. Not main character, but like what are they called?
Storyline.
Yeah, like the characters were always in it. What
Consistent.
are
they? A regular
cast.
Regular on the cobbles.
Regular on the cobbles, that's it. Summer Spellman, she's also featured in Brassic, Doctors. She's been on the Loose Women Couch. She's been...
she wasn't on the show.
Yeah,
she just sat there. She was tired one day.
Yeah, she was in crowd. But she's been on the Loose Women Couch, but she's also now been on our couch, on the All Made Up podcast couch. Yeah. And you saw her on...
I saw her on Saturday Morning Mashup, where she got gunged by a bunch of kids, which, pure nostalgia.
Yeah, it reminded you of 50-50.
Yeah, no, which is what that fart was.
Remember that Katy Perry thing when she got gunged in her face? You ever seen that video?
Yeah, it proper smashes her in head, doesn't it?
Everyone's like, she's dead. Imagine that. How did Katy Perry die? She got shot by gunge. That's what came out of your ass. Shot by guns as well.
But no, it was a great podcast. We talk all things Coronation Street, acting.
Yeah.
There's some very, very... I mean, the acting on display in this podcast between Harriet, Ben, and Harry was... I mean, it deserved an Olivier. That's how good it was.
Olivier,
yeah, it deserved an Olivier. Yeah. So if you want some like strong acting, go say no more. We've got it in this episode.
Me and Harry run our class.
Yeah. If Harry isn't on the cobbles by this time next month, I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
It means they've got a good casting director.
Yeah.
Kevin Webster, I'm coming for you, mate.
Yeah. So, without any further ado, this is going to be All Made Up with Harriet Bibby. Enjoy. Did you enjoy that fart, you?
Yeah, that was awful.
That was so bad.
Yeah.
So, Harriet, welcome to the AllMadeUp podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for coming.
Seamless.
So, what's that?
That was seamless.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I felt like we really transitioned into
We
like,
did, because in my head,
professional.
I'm trying to, because we're doing our intro afterwards, I'm trying to think about what we will have said afterwards.
Yeah.
Now,
It'd be good if we could go back in time.
yeah.
No, now what we're going to say.
But how does it feel to be on the AllMadeUp podcast? Does it feel okay? Feel good?
Yeah, it feels really nice.
Yeah. So obviously, me and Harriet met at drama school, but since then, you have gone on to do what? Brassic.
Yep.
Coronation Street.
Yep.
Doctors.
Yep.
Loose Women.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you see, Harriet, on when you was doing your research?
Yeah, I was watching you on what was it? Mashed Up.
Saturday Mashup.
Yeah, when you got gunged.
Yeah.
I was like, I used to watch like 50-50 when I was a kid and like Get Your Own Back and stuff like that. And I was like thinking, what's it like when they gunge you?
So when I went on, it was a vote between me and another guy from Corrie. We went on as like a pair.
Yeah.
And I was convinced that I was not going to get slimed. I was being so cocky the whole way there. I was like, it's going to be you. Because he was like a bit of a bad boy in Corrie. And I was like, they're not going to pick me.
Right. And then you got it.
And then it was me, and I was like, no. But it was really actually way worse than you think because it was freezing cold. So actually it wasn't the gunge, it was the feeling of it being really cold. And then afterwards, they have to kind of end the show and do a bit of an outro, kind of like, thanks for watching, guys. But in the meantime, you have to just sit there because you have to wait for them to finish it rather than like scurrying across the front of the camera. And they came over to me with a bin bag and they were like, can you step in the bin bag because we don't want to get any slime on the floor of the studio. So I was like,
tie you up. Tie you up, right?
It's like some massive lad.
Can they love you?
slung me over his
So
shoulder.
it's like a sack race in this bin bag.
No, they kind of cut holes in where my feet were.
All right, amazing.
And then wrapped me in towels, and then I had to go upstairs, and they had like a dressing room where they had a shower and stuff. But I showered in my clothes to get it off first, and then obviously showered normally. But then afterwards, they film it in Glasgow, and I had to get the train back from Glasgow back to Manchester, and they gave me a clear plastic bag to put my stuff in.
So you've
So
got a
I had
prison.
like these gungy.
Yeah. Bet you got a seat on the train.
Yeah.
Just like.
I wasn't worried about this.
Because I that like idea of gunging someone on a TV show, there's so much like nostalgia for that as me as a kid. But like, I suppose the kids on the set, is it like? Cause I've worked on like floor shows in the past, like The Voice, and they're like, right, everybody start clapping. Is it very much like that?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But it's like clockwork. The people who do them shows, because Mashup's quite a long Saturday morning show as well.
I mean,
They've got
my kids
matches
as
all
well.
the
They must be a bit
time.
like.
But they're so professional, the presenters and stuff, because they are on, and it's live, so they're on it like crazy, and they know exactly where the cameras are going, and then they've got people like who warm up the crowds and stuff, and they're like, okay, they're going to come in here next, so when they come on, you've got to cheer or boo or shout names. Like, it was a vote between me and Jack, so it was like, shout the name, and whatever else, so, yeah.
And so the kids chose you to get gunged?
I think it was like a vote at home. So all of my friends were voting multiple times and making like burner email accounts to put in more emails so they would vote me more.
Are you sure that they're your friends?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I think that's what her friends were saying, but it was just general public doing that. It was like, it was us. It was us. Yeah.
We made 1,000 in 1 hour.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, you play Summer Spellman.
Yes.
On Coronation Street. I see 240 episodes or something like that now.
Is it?
Absolute veteran of Coronation Street. Yeah. So how did that come about? Tell us about like the audition. Like
so it was actually in COVID. It was in 2020, and I was living in Wigan still, and then I was moving to Manchester with my sister and my friend Emily, and I got the email through from my agent saying, we've got a self-tape for you. It's for Corrie. It was a recast character, so the girl who was playing Summer left, so they wanted like a new Summer to take on the role. And I was like, so I knew kind of who the character was, so I was like, oh yeah, I think I can do this. Did the tape on the day we moved into our house in Manchester and sent it off, and then like maybe a week or so later got a call saying they want you to go in for a screen test with the actual actor. So I went in and met Dan Brocklebank, who plays my on-screen dad, and I was literally like, because Corrie is like everyone knows what it is, and even
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't watch it now,
It's a bit surreal.
you've seen an episode or whatever. So I'd never been in a proper studio before, like an actual TV set studio. So I was just like, this is mud, walking through and stuff, and it was so quiet in the studio because it's all like soundproof and whatever, and I was like, oh, this is really scary, and I couldn't wipe the smile off my face while I was doing the audition. I was like, hi, I'm Harriet, nice to meet you, and I knew him as like Billy the Vicar, so I was like, this is crazy. And then I remember ringing my dad afterwards, ringing my mum and dad on the tram on my way home. Yeah. And was like, that's so crazy, because it was the first screen test I'd ever done as well. Like, I'd auditioned and stuff, but I'd not got.
You'd auditioned for Corrie before, or that was that was your first time for Corrie though.
That was like my first screen test that I'd been invited in after a self-tape audition kind of thing. So I was like, do you know what? Like, even if it was just that, then that was so fun. And I can't believe it. It was such a good experience.
Were you still doing all the distancing and stuff like that in it? Weird.
Yeah.
Feel a bit strange.
Really weird.
Really, it's really good. Eyes are really expressive.
I can see a smile through the mask.
Just obviously, like with a screen test, and like you're trying to. How long is it? You know what I mean? Like, did you feel when you were doing it, like within 2 minutes, I could work with this person, or is it like?
Do you know, I don't even think I was thinking about like whether I would work with him. I was just like, please pick me.
Right.
But since then, since then I've done, like, I did a screen test as myself for someone else auditioning.
All right.
So Summer had a boyfriend like a year ago, and they screen tested for that. So there was like 6 lads who came in to screen test, and I was like, this is so weird, because I felt like part of the audition panel.
And you're like,
take me out though, isn't it?
Bring in the next one.
Don't like it. No.
You joined as like the character's like 16-year-old, I think, when you joined.
Yeah.
So, and like, so the kids that. Well, the boyfriends they were bringing in, how old were they? Because you're obviously a lot older than they are.
I was worried that they were actually going to bring in like a 17-year-old boy or something, because I'm 6 years older than Summer, so I was 22 when I got the job.
Yeah.
But no, they were all
like over 18.
They were a couple of years younger than me, but they were like 21.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's not too.
Yeah. Not like it. Yeah. I'm not making
that. Where you going there, lad?
I was. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. Congratulations. I was like, I'm not saying that.
Carry down that path.
What I was going to say though is, obviously you were on Lorraine as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
Right, and I was watching that.
I'll never forget Lorraine Kelly. It just reminds me as a kid, GMTV, waking up for breakfast in the morning, having like a toast, a bit of butter on it, going to school, but. As I was leaving, Lorraine Kelly had come on talking about like shoes or something, and I just remember thinking, I wish I could stay a bit longer and learn about it.
Enjoy Lorraine's coming.
Yeah.
That's why we know nothing about fashion. If school was just a little bit later.
LK today. What can you say?
But yeah, what's the kind of experience of like going on these different shows and stuff like that? Because from the outside looking in, it looks really cool, but I imagine it must be a bit weird as well, being like, that's Lorraine Kelly, you know what I mean? And it's like we're chatting, and you've got surreal. Diabetes, and you're like, yeah, I do, yeah.
It is surreal, but it's quite cool. I mean, it kind of is just part of the job now. So when I've done it, I did Lorraine once, and I've done Loose Women twice.
Which you prefer?
I don't know.
We can do 2 options.
If I was to pick one, I'd go Loose Women.
You'd go Loose Women?
That seems like a good laugh, Loose Women. Not that Lorraine Kelly isn't, but like...
You're on
Loose Women, it just feels a bit more like... Well,
we're never getting anywhere near, are we, after that? Yeah, but hell, Harry.
I don't know, but yeah, it is surreal, but it's quite fun as well. It's really nerve-wracking, actually, because it's live, and like... Obviously, it's not scripted, so I'm really conscious of saying something. I mean, I don't even know what I would say wrong, but like, I don't want to say anything wrong. Or I don't
like intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, there's coffee at someone's face. It's like,
when I first went on, I thought I could maybe just like, because they always say like, oh, can you tell us any like teasers or storyline things or whatever? And I was like, what if I just made some up and said some random
Given the plot
things?
of Inception, he's like,
because to be honest, you'd probably believe it.
Christopher Nolan.
And at the end, we fly off in a car into the heavens. Great
can I ask, obviously being on like famous Coronation Street moments for you, which is like your like Hall of Fame, would you think, across like the entire series?
Iconic.
You know what I mean? Like not since you've been in it, but like your favourite Corrie moment. Yeah. or like character. You know what I mean?
First one, what comes into my head.
Yeah.
First one, what comes into my head.
Yeah,
that was
the voice in your head.
Intrude your thoughts again.
Don't share it.
No, it was not Ken Barlow. When David Platt, Sarah Platt, and Gail Platt, is it Richard Hillman? Dr. Hillman, and they drive him into Kendal in car. That is iconic Corrie for me, isn't it? That is a big one.
Yeah, that is,
And the tram crash.
The tram crash. Tram crash was big.
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking Les Battersby's house burnt down? Was there a fire or something like that?
He was one of my favourite characters, Les.
Just
Les, Janet, Spider.
Yeah, leather waistcoat.
Spider came back recently.
Yeah. Spider's come back?
He's left again now.
Who was
he
he
was back.
Was it Toya?
Toya, yeah, he was back with Toya.
They had Schmeichel, didn't
he was a...
No, it's a good dog, that.
He was a... What do they call him? Like a police detective.
Yeah.
And he was like undercover after the drugs people. When he come back, he was like undercover.
Yeah.
It was mad.
What was a PCO? I wouldn't have Spider on the police force, me.
Les Battersby lives in Darnhill still, near me.
Does he?
He never moved from Darnhill.
He's still wearing the double denim?
I don't see him that often because I don't hang around them parts anymore.
What's his real name, Les Battersby?
I think it's Les.
No.
Battersby.
I've actually never met him.
I don't think he's a like a character. I think he just plays Les Battersby. He is Les Battersby.
They built the set around him. Yeah.
That was his house and they've just built it.
Yeah. Do you want to drive a taxi? I already do.
What was Ken's wife got?
Deirdre.
JJ, her affair. That was a good one.
Yeah, Deirdre Barlow affair.
Yeah, there's been so many
I
of them.
liked Becky. Do you remember her? She was bleach blonde and she went out with Steve McDonald.
Yeah.
She always had kind of cat fights with Tracy Barlow.
She's in that post office thing.
Yeah, she is. Yeah,
she's brilliant in that.
Thing. Yeah. Who would you say, Harriet, is, now that you're in like showbiz, like on the weekly, who would you say is the most famous person you've met now? Who would you say is like, is anybody like took your breath away? Like, wow, can't believe I've seen them.
There's people I've seen when I went to the NTAs, but I didn't actually speak to them because I was too scared.
Yeah.
I saw Louis Theroux in the room,
really?
and I was like, oh, that's Louis Theroux. But then I didn't
Ask me a question.
I didn't have anything to say to him other than, oh my God, like you're Louis Theroux, so I didn't go over.
Yeah.
That was quite
Yeah, it's not even a question. You're Louis Theroux.
Yeah. What do you think the worst that would have happened if you'd done that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Probably just been like,
Just started investigating you. You're with him for weeks doing a documentary.
Yeah.
Weird weekends with Harriet Bibby.
That's funny.
Cancelled. Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw a few people at the NTAs. That was quite a surreal night.
You got a nomination.
Yeah, I did. Not for the NTAs I went to. I wasn't allowed to go to the NTAs that I was nominated
because of
for.
COVID?
Because I was working.
You was what? Doing
I was
what?
working. I was shortlisted. No, I wasn't. I was long list for NTAs.
Right.
So I didn't get shortlisted.
At least you're on the list.
I was on the list.
It's more
which
list than
was
we're
quite
on.
cool. But I went to the ones last year.
Right, okay. I was that experience. Is that just like all the soaps all hanging out, big shindig? Or?
Yeah, NTAs are like all television awards.
Right.
So there was people from like Happy Valley cast was there,
wow.
and like just from all TV. And then there's the soap awards that are like all soap exclusive.
Is there any sort of like TV soap beef? Like when Emmerdale walks past, there's like, seeing these guys, you know what I mean? Is there any conflict?
And it always ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Kane Dingle about foot punching on
Yeah. Barry's still falling down that hill because someone's pushed him.
Obviously, it's like Nike and Adidas, isn't it? Like Corrie and EastEnders are always contending for like number one. But it's definitely, when I was a kid, my mum used to watch loads of Corrie, and then it was like a bit of EastEnders, and then it was, but it's like, depends which one's just like a bit more exciting at the time.
Yeah, and it does kind of ebb and flow. It's
exactly.
I remember it used to be come home from school, right?
Yep.
Cartoons or whatever to like R5, but Simpsons.
Yeah, Simpsons. It used to be on Channel 4, didn't it?
Simpsons used to be on Channel 4. Originally Channel 2.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then it went to Channel 4, and then Hollyoaks would come on at 6. Now, I didn't watch Hollyoaks. My sister did, so she'd want the TV.
Yep.
Mum liked Home and Away and Neighbours, and then it'd be Emmerdale, Corrie, EastEnders, Corrie Omnibus, and then it'd be like Mean Girls or something. Like, no,
loved Mean Girls.
Was it Mean Girls?
Bad Girls. I love that Footballers' Wives.
Mean Girls,
Fucking hell, what a
Bad
show
Girls. Bad Girls.
Mean Girls is the film.
Mean Girls is the film. Bad Girls is the prison.
In the prison,
Yeah.
Do you remember Footballers' Wives?
Yeah, I remember.
I was sure that.
Lewis, why are you going to bed so early? No reason.
I've got a big.
What's that? Is that your
scissors? That you were
was it? Right.
going to kill someone earlier.
Yeah, used to love Footballers' Wives.
No, I used to watch Neighbours. That was in for me. When it moved to Channel 5, it was easier to watch them all together.
Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
No, that my dad used to make us watch them all in order. That was his parenting.
That was his parenting?
Yeah. I've got such a warped mind of what's acceptable.
Yeah. What I was going to say is, we said about iconic scenes. What iconic characters from Corrie can you remember? Like Fred Elliott, Ashley.
I'm not watching. I think what was the shopkeeper?
Dev Allahan.
Yeah, because he was having it off with Deirdre, wasn't he?
That's what I said about before.
Yeah. That's what I remember. Yeah.
When Harry says it. It's such a good scene, that Harry.
But mate,
I couldn't place who it.
Can't he? You sound like
with.
Sean Dyche. Right,
It
was on a weekend. He was tough result.
Some was a real men.
Yeah, but Dev. I'm trying to think. Chesney, obviously.
Chesney's still in it, yeah.
David Platt.
Yeah. I was a big
Sarah.
fan of
Still
just
there.
the dog, Schmeichel. Thought he was
Schmeichel.
yeah. Mate, so it's a great day. If you were to play, like, if you could hand pick a role for yourself, like a character you've either seen on television or like a film or anything like that, what would you want to play?
In TV?
Yeah, it could be TV or film,
anything.
anything,
All
like
films,
theatre,
amazing.
but like you hand pick it, go, I'd love to play this.
Good question. I think I'd actually really like to play Juliet. And I know that's a cliche.
Romeo and Juliet, like,
Yeah.
all right.
I feel like that's what I like. I really like Shakespeare, actually, and I haven't done any Shakespeare since we were in drama school.
Yeah.
So I feel like...
We'll share this clip and put it out if you want.
So like,
Yeah.
the idea of doing that theatre or film.
Theatre.
Right.
I'd love to do
Oh, wow.
more theatre, because since I left drama school, I've done one theatre show.
So if I could say you could have an Oscar or like a smash it West End show, what would you go with?
Olivier.
Olivia.
Just like you could have your own West End, like you're like the centre of attention on this West End show, or an Oscar.
Olivier.
All right, Olivia.
They call the Olivier Awards.
Are they? Right, okay.
Yeah.
Just accept it.
You're not going to win.
Probably the show, because that's the experience.
Do you mean the Olivier?
Olivia.
Yeah. You mean the Olivier, don't you? Yeah, okay.
Because that's the experience.
Don't
That's
follow
what
him.
you do it for.
Yeah.
Do you go for the show?
Yeah.
The Olivier you'd go for, yeah. Lewis, what would you go for?
I'd go for the Olivia.
Okay, right.
Is there anything else you want to say, or shall we get into it?
No, I think we get into it, yeah.
Yeah, because I've got some more stuff to think about. I like that. Right, so we will be back in a sec with the AllMadeUp story with Harriet Bibby.
It's all made up, baby.
Harriet,
Yeah.
with this today, what we make together is a story. What are you cracking up about? Are you?
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah. So in front of you, you've got 3 pots, okay? So we've got a green pot, a yellow pot, and a red pot. Green ones are going to be a starting sentence for the story. Red ones are going to finish it. And the yellow ones are just going to be a bit of a curveball, swerve ball in between.
Okay.
But before we get into that, we're going to build a character together. So imagine that this is like a writer's room. You're the lead writer. And we're just your assistants. We'll just fire some questions and we'll build something. So first things first, what would you like your character's name to be called today?
I was thinking about this. And I'm going to go with Eliza Sings.
Eliza Sings.
Yeah, with a silent T, like sings.
To sings. Like.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
right. Yeah.
sings.
I was trying to work out where the T was.
I was putting the T after the G, me.
Yeah.
Sings. So it's, I need to write this down. So it's
Eliza.
Eliza to pow, sings, sings.
Like sing the bit.
Yeah, like Tarkovsky.
SH.
Spelled like that.
Sang.
I get it. Right, yeah. Cora is off camera there. A friend from drama school is called Cora Sang, and there's a T in her name.
I based it on Cora Sang.
Yeah, it makes sense now,
Eliza
Harry.
Sings.
Yeah, sings. Right,
good.
okay. Yeah, it's very good. I like that a lot. Okay. Right, so how old is Eliza?
26.
26.
Yeah, she is.
Got it right.
Yes, 26.
In a prime?
Yeah. Harry made a weird comment
I
of the
did make a
week.
weird comment. Last time, right, what would you describe as the prime of your life as an age?
Yeah, it's a weird question, isn't it? Yeah.
18, 21.
Yeah.
21. See, I think 25 to 35, you were in your prime.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Think like a.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
How do you know? Because
right, thinking
It
it from a.
depends on the person, surely.
Yeah,
and what
definitely.
your
It does depend on the person. But I think
I can't wait till you're 35.
Technically, you're past your prime, then, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
18 to 21, yeah, they were the prime
I'm
years.
done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Old news.
But yeah, so she's 25,
26.
26, even better.
Well into a prime.
Reaching
God.
peak.
Yeah, she's on the climb. And what does she do for a job?
Yeah.
Okay, she works in an Imperial Mint factory.
Right, so Imperial Mint, right. When I was growing my nan and granddad, she always used to have mint Imperials, my nan.
See,
Nice.
my grandma had them in her car.
Yeah.
And so now I always have mints in my car.
Right.
But then we used to eat all of her mints when we went in the car. So she started calling them sleepy mints and saying, if you eat too many, you'll fall asleep.
Yeah, then they were just
So
sleeping tablets in the end.
Just falling asleep at the wheel.
Shut up. Yeah.
Right,
So,
okay. So she works at a mint Imperial
Yeah,
factory.
That's what I thought of in the car.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like
On the way
that. And how long has she worked there for?
Since she was 18.
So,
All right, okay.
Right, so
out.
she's done a stint. Yeah.
Straight out of school into the Mint Imperial factory.
Wow.
And where is it based, this mint Imperial factory?
It's in Leigh.
It's in Leigh. Right,
Nice.
hometown. Right,
Yeah.
okay, I like that.
Fresh
So-
start for Leigh.
Fresh start. Hey.
Nice.
Okay, and who does she live with?
She lives on her own.
She lives on her own. House, flat.
Flat.
Hollowed out mint.
She rolls to work.
Yeah. It's like her eyes are streaming as she sits in the lounge.
Oh, it's so fresh.
So she lives in Leigh in a house on a Todd. Is
In
she
a
got
flat.
in a flat? Has she got much family?
Yeah. Well, no. She's got a mum and a dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mum and a dad, so no siblings.
No, she's an only child.
And where a mum and dad from Leigh as well, or are they living somewhere different?
Yeah, they're from Leigh as well. They live around the corner.
Oh, and do they work at the same mint factory? Oh, yeah.
So they all work there.
Yeah.
They own it.
They own it.
Oh,
Right.
okay,
This is
right.
making sense.
Yeah.
So Eliza's
It
mum
does
and
make
dad.
sense now.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is, so she's 26.
Yeah.
When did she move out of the house, which her mum and dad are in?
Her mum and dad. I'm not. They must be minted. They must be.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make a pun
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but genuinely,
Yeah.
if they own a mint factory and they're like we've all had Imperial mints.
No, it
she
depends. It depends. A mint factory can also not perform well. Like, when was the last time you bought some mint Imperials yourself?
I'll be honest, bad week to ask me because I bought some this weekend.
Did you actually?
Yeah, it's a bad week to ask me, Eric.
Well, but is the factory doing well or is it not?
I bought little ones.
That's the reason why it's not doing well.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
imagine that this is a
This
homegrown
is like
thing.
a home, like a local business.
Yeah. What about if we say that this family, Eliza's family, invented the mint Imperial?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they patented
Yeah,
it.
but they've been diddled.
Yeah. So over time, it's just been obviously you said you bought them from Lidl, and
Sorry,
you're
yeah.
getting your mint Imperials not from the source, and that's why they're in
Yeah.
Leigh still because obviously
Yeah.
And then massive rivals with Polo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Polo was a big competitor at the
Yeah,
time.
100%.
Yeah.
Spearmint, fresh mint, peppermint.
And they did. Do you remember them fruit ones?
Yeah.
Can you get them anymore?
I don't think so,
don't
but I
think
used to get them
so.
from post office quite a bit.
Did you
I
actually?
love them.
Yeah, purple
Yeah,
packet, like
yeah.
different. Yeah,
I was a big fan of them as well.
them
So
and
you could
toffles.
get on raffle and they'd be stuck together in like one
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bite
Yeah,
it
yeah,
off.
it was. Yeah. Like a whistle.
I'm liking this.
I used to smash them up.
What, and then snort 'em?
No,
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, just, big hit of blueberry. yeah.
that's your week.
How are you feeling, mate? Buzzing.
That's Harry's weekend, that.
Yeah.
That was the day.
They'll put an all in your nose. Anyway, right. What I like is Mint Imperial Factory, like that. Like I was saying before. So she's 26. She lives in her own flat. When did she move out of her mum and dad's place?
Let's say when she was 24.
24.
Right.
And why? Was it just to have her own space? Is she looking for a partner?
Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
I'm trying to think. She's an only child, right? Leigh, like, it's not the most exciting place in the world.
Steady.
Speak for yourself.
Steady.
Yeah,
Steady.
Speak
Right,
for yourself.
I've got eyes.
Subjective.
And a
It's the most
nose.
exciting place in the world. So what I'm saying is, like, has she got aspirations of kind of like breaking free of the nest?
Yeah.
Okay, so where would she like to go?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Astley.
Wigan. Yeah.
Maybe maybe London.
Okay.
Seems cliche though.
No, I like that.
Cliche.
Because the prompts will send it in a different direction anyway. Because what I'm liking at the moment we've got a struggling Mint Imperial factory, family run, which you work at. You've got aspirations to go to London, or the character has aspirations. Eliza wants to go to London.
Yep.
So I imagine there's going to be that conflict between trying to help out mum and dad, but also chasing what is the dream for Eliza?
She wants to be a dancer.
She wants to be a dancer.
Yeah.
Any particular type?
Ballet.
Ballet, right? Okay, so she wants to be a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
How long has she done that for, or has she only just started? She's just like,
She had one class and was like, "This is for me."
She's only just started.
she only just
Recently.
Right? Yeah, because in her head, maybe it's the ballet which made her had a change of heart.
Yeah.
In her head, it's like Mint Imperial Factory is my life.
It's just mint, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just mint. That's the slogan.
That's the catchphrase.
Yeah, Mint Imperials, it's just mint.
Yeah.
Do you do any other flavours?
Yeah. It's me on
I
the advert
literally
going.
just said it's just mint.
Yeah.
It's mint, isn't it?
Dead arsey salesman.
Yeah. Well, it's polo. When polos came around, they was like, "Oh, do you want to do spearmint?" No, I just want mint. No other flavours, please. That's all I'm doing. Back off.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we've got Eliza wants to go to London to do ballet.
Yeah.
Mint Imperial Factory in potential tatters.
And she probably struggles to meet people as well because her parents own this. I mentioned they employ a lot of
Breath
people.
is just dead strong.
Yeah.
No. Like I bet she's like all the people she knows probably work at the mint factory. I imagine it employs a lot of people.
Yeah.
Unless it was just 3 of them.
Yeah, that's
Then
what
it is very much a struggling mint factory.
Yeah.
So
You know
you
what I
think
mean?
it's
She does the rappers.
she rolls
Eliza
them.
does the rappers.
She rolls them.
She rolls them, yeah.
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 Is it right? Yeah, let's confirm that. So is it a big operation or small operation in terms of staff?
Like relatively small. It's not just the 3 of them.
It's not just
They've
3 of
got
them.
a team, but it's not huge.
Maybe there's been some redundancies in the last few years. Like it was a workforce of 150 and it's been whittled down to 50.
Yeah.
You know
Right,
what I mean?
okay.
And each week they're like, it's not you. Just keep going round.
Like I'm a
Yeah,
slave.
exactly. Like, I'm a
What a
slag, yeah.
horrible way.
The phone lines are
Deck
in.
comes in.
Yeah, they're wasting loads of money on that and deck,
could be
actually.
It might be you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the reasons why
Yeah.
it's going out of business.
Eliza's doing it as well.
Yeah.
Making them do trials.
Audience vote.
Yeah.
No, right, I'm liking this. Let's get into it. Right, so Harriet, in front of you see the green one. Pick one of the green ones up. There'll be a blank in it potentially. If there's a blank, say Eliza, and this is going to be the start of our story.
Okay. Scientists have discovered Earth will be destroyed in a week.
Right, so scientists have discovered Earth will be destroyed in a week. Yeah. Now, for this time, you can either stay with that, or we can look at another one. You have 3 chances for like the openers. So are you happy with that, or do you want to try a different one?
You can go back to it as well, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's have a look.
So,
What?
you can have enough because it's whether or not you feel it fits.
Yeah.
So we've got up to 3 we can try.
Okay.
Burn it. If it's
Yeah.
Eliza would never leave the house after dark.
Okay.
Okay, that could be one.
Bit more ominous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eliza has been cut out of the family will.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's tasty.
So yeah,
I got the best reaction
yeah,
out of
yeah.
all of them.
It's completely up to you, but I think I know which one.
Yeah.
The world ending in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that one. Eliza had been cut out of the family will.
Right.
That kind of gives us. She could have said, "Look, Mum, Dad, I'm going to London.
I want to dance.
I just want to dance." Right? And her mum and dad are like, "You can't be doing this." And then obviously, that's the. Yeah, she's
That's
got the. Does she come back? How does she get back in the will? Maybe she starts her own mint factory. Who knows?
She's like,
You
I'm
know
going to
what I
Pineapple Studios. Like, no, it's just mint flavour. Just mint, not pineapple.
Yeah. So I'm thinking. So she has been cut out of the family will.
Yeah.
She has been.
Yeah.
So this is since her interest in the ballet or not?
I think it could have been mentioned, yeah. And it's like, or she's already gone to London.
Let's role play it. Harriet, you're going to play Eliza. Okay. You're coming home after your first ballet session that you've done at 26.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to play a father.
Right.
Can I be a mother?
Well,
You
hang
can
on.
play.
You should play the father because it's Leigh.
No, Harriet, you're so good. You're so good at accents.
Yeah. You're playing the
You're
father.
so good at accents, mate. It's-
You're playing Eliza. You can play the mother. But I feel like
all women in Leigh sound like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I close my eyes, I do think of my mum.
Some of them look like that as well.
Hey, steady.
That's his mother.
Steady.
That's
Hey,
the bit.
your mum's lovely though.
Right, okay. Let's role play it. You've come home, first ballet session. let's just have a chat with your dad.
Oh, welcome home, Eliza.
Thanks.
To your house.
Thank you. What's for tea?
We're having some Kendal mint cake and some mint corned beef hash that I've been wrapping up all day today. I've been working on it since 4 o'clock this morning.
Where's you been? Ballet?
I've been to my first ballet session.
Where's this come from?
I went
So aggressive.
Sorry, Dad.
Let's build it a little bit first. I think let's just manufacture this a little bit.
I'm just going off my own experience, right?
She's just coming through the door.
Yeah.
What's this fucking ballet?
Yeah.
In my head, I've heard that
Billy Elliot.
conversation and just paused the telly, right, as if to be like,
But she hasn't mentioned ballet yet.
she has.
No.
Oh, she hasn't. Yeah.
So listen.
Right.
Listen.
Hang on, let me just get back into.
I think he thinks he's in Billy Elliot, doesn't
Right.
he?
Let's set the
Ballet.
scene.
Ballet.
You're watching telly.
I'm watching Corrie.
You're watching Corrie. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
You're watching Corrie.
You're on it.
He's like,
Fucking hell, image of you there, girl.
You're watching Corrie. You're making the tea.
yeah.
Eliza comes in through the door.
Okay.
Scene.
Hey, welcome home, Eliza. To where you live.
Yeah. Your father's a right grumpy bastard.
Your dad's, I'm just warning you, your dad's not in the best of moods.
It smells good, that, love.
Yeah. Well, it's your favourite Kendal mint cake.
Absolutely smashing. Imperial Mints,
Always.
The best.
Always, hubby.
the best.
Your dad's, I'm just warning you, your dad's not in a good mood. He's had to, 4 people failed the trial today. So he's had to lay off another 4 people. He wasn't... Where are you?
Mate, in my head, there's a telly on the wall.
That's my best moves. And he's fucking stood right next to you.
How small is this house?
You're just trying to have a seat.
Yeah, I'm watching the telly.
Where is it?
It's there. It's
In what fucking room?
Next to the front door.
Are you
You've
together?
got- yeah, but right.
Are we in one room and you're in another?
Yeah.
What room are you in?
I'm
You're
in the
saying that
lounge.
like it's really obvious to
I'm sat
everyone
in my
else.
chair watching my programs.
We can't see your vision.
Right. So you're in the lounge. Imagine that
Hallway.
she's walked
We're in the hallway.
In the hallway, yeah.
The walls are made of paper in
So
this house, it
you
turns
can't
out.
really hear this yet.
In my head, it's texture plastered on the ceiling, right? It's not
I
a new
know.
build.
But let's just imagine, so we can get through this scene,
Yeah. Please, Harry.
that you can't hear this conversation yet.
Okay.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
So I'm just warning you, your dad's not in the best of moods.
Okay.
So when you see him, just be nice.
Okay. Well,
So
I'm in quite a good mood because I've just been to my first ballet class.
Oh, nice. I used to do ballet.
Did you?
Yeah, I did it for one class. The teacher told me I was a natural.
Did you enjoy it?
I actually started. Yeah, I did. And I started at 25.
Why did you never pursue it?
Just I don't know. Back in them days, Thatcher was around. It wasn't a good time to. wasn't a good time to start.
Yeah. Because that's it. She took milk and ballet flats of everyone.
She took everything else.
That just stopped me doing ballet.
That is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. You with supersonic hearing. Yeah.
That's the character. That's ridiculous. Right, okay.
Right, yeah, I just back then you weren't allowed to follow your dreams, so I settled for your dad and we opened a mint factory.
Oh.
Oh, right, okay. So you carry on with the tea now.
Okay,
You,
right.
You
See
got
you
to
la-
walk
see
up
you
the
later.
corridor.
yeah, to get to your bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not living together, are you? Or to get to maybe...
She's gone round for tea.
She's gone round for
Coming
tea.
to tea, so
yeah.
I'd go in the living room.
Go into the living
That
room.
conversation's just happened in the hallway.
Yeah, and now
Right.
she's coming to the
Yeah.
living room.
I can feel a draft.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shut that door.
Yeah. So you yeah. Do you know what? We'll have it. I'll have it as I'm reading a paper, right? Okay,
Right.
reading a paper.
Okay.
So you're in the lounge now, yeah?
Just walked in.
Yeah. Why, you love? You all right?
Hiya. Yeah, I'm good at you.
I'm good, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Just wait. How come you're round? What's going on?
I've just come round for tea because I didn't have time to cook.
Ah, okay. It's Kendal mint cake tonight.
It is, love. Yeah, your favourite.
Yeah, it smells good. We had a bit of a tough one at the factory today. I had to let 4 people go.
Thatcher, was it?
But yeah, what you been up to?
I went to my first ballet class today.
All right.
Yeah. You never told me that Mum wanted to pursue it as well.
Yeah, well, she got that notion out of her pretty quick. She says it's Thatcher, but you know, she didn't have the ankles for it.
Yeah. She blames her for everything.
Yeah, exactly. She blames Thatcher for marrying me. All right, and how did you find it?
It's amazing. I've just fallen in love with it.
Okay. So you're going again, yeah?
What?
You're going to go again?
What a leap. She says she likes it.
Yeah, I'm going to go back.
All right, okay. Shut up, you. Right, is this not going to interfere with your work commitments?
Well, I don't know, Dad. I don't know if I want to work at the mint factory all my life.
Paper's down now.
All you hear in the kitchen
Yes. What do you mean you don't want to work at the mint factory?
Well, I don't know.
But we're doing this for you. You can have the keys to the kingdom.
I've never really had to properly think about what I wanted to do with my life.
Yeah, because I'm doing it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is what you want, isn't it, love?
Murray, calm down.
Murray?
Murray Mints. Murray.
Right.
Murray, calm down.
Leave
her. She's got to make her own decisions.
Well, we've just got to talk this through for a second, love, right?
Yeah.
So, you want to do ballet as a you don't want to work at the mint factory and you want to pursue ballet.
Well, the ballet class made me think for the first time about what I actually want to do.
She's 26. She's in her prime.
I'm in the prime of my life.
Yes, I can understand that, right? And I can appreciate the fact you've got aspirations, but, this factory's on its arse and we need everyone we can get. I'm making cutbacks to keep you on.
Cut back! Money suits had to mention. Simple already.
How much is she getting paid if you're firing 4 people to keep her on?
I think he's thinking, I need someone I can trust.
Yeah.
To take over it.
This is it's a family business. You come from a
long
line
he
of.
Stopped Mum doing it.
Yeah.
As well.
He did.
Yeah, but that was of its time. You know what I mean?
What?
Right. So I reckon we cut the scene there. There's the conflict.
And then there's the scene of me going, follow your dreams, love.
What we forgot
Don't
to
let
do.
Thatcher stop you as well.
What we forgot to do is we've got to figure out where we're going to end it. So pick up one of the red ones, Harriet, and this is going to be where we're going to be working towards.
Do you think we could win an Oscar for that?
The thing is, you just played against like a professional Coronation Street actor there. I think you held your own as well. I think you did well.
Did you enjoy the paper?
Yeah, I did. That was realistic.
Do you think we get an IMDb now?
Essentially. Go on.
The diamond bracelet was lost forever.
Oh.
We're liking that.
Got out the bastard will, that's why.
The diamond bracelet was lost forever. So that is something that's going to be percolating in the background.
Crystallised mints.
Yeah. So that's where we're working towards.
Yep.
Let's get a prompt in there now.
Yeah. I think.
Or shall we get a trip to, should we figure out how you get to London?
I think they've got to make their way to London. Because
So has Eliza made the decision, I'm leaving?
I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so how is she getting there? Does she know somebody who lives in London? Like, financially, how's she going to
Yeah, I
cope?
think she needs to.
Right, okay, so who is it she knows in London?
Tommy Tic Tac.
What, just mint friends?
Maybe like an ex-employee of the mint factory did it.
Right, okay, yeah. So who is this person? Is it someone her age?
It could also be someone she went to school with who's just moved there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
childhood friend. And, you ring him up. Had a barney with me dad. He's kicked off, says it's either me, the factory, or the dancing. And I've chose the dancing. So,
After one ballet lesson.
Yeah. Honestly, once you know, you know.
I think what's so sweet about this is it's someone so pure to be like, she's done something for the first time what she likes, and it's like, I want to pursue it, but at the same time, so naive.
Yeah.
Like everybody's thinking, love that you've done that, but at the same time,
Yeah, the
Come
teacher
on.
went, you're a natural, but just being polite.
I think the arc in this story is like you've got the dad who's got to come to acceptance. He's got to let his little girl go. Right.
it's like a bit of a Billy Elliot sort of situation, isn't it?
Again, I did say that earlier.
Yeah, you
Oh, did you say that?
Again, I did say that earlier, but no one listens to me on this
I heard
podcast. There's a
Okay, so she travels down to London. Let's figure out who this person is who she's meeting then. Is it a boy or a girl?
Boy.
Okay, and what is the name?
James.
James.
Is he same age as you?
Is Eliza?
Are you still a dad?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah, keep that in.
Yeah,
I reckon there's going to be a phone call later on, so keep that in the tank.
Yeah, let's go with they went to school together, so he'd be the same age
And
as
were they
her.
like a
fancy each other.
bit of a thing at school and never really became anything?
No, they're just friends.
Okay, nice.
Just friends?
Yeah.
Just friends. And what does James do down in London?
He works in a theatre.
Oh, so
Like an usher.
Right, okay. Works as an usher in a theatre. I was thinking for a second then, she's done this ballet lesson and then she's gone on Instagram and then this James fella actually works at the ballet studio in London. You know, maybe as a teacher or he's someone who does lessons. You know what I mean? So that's her in.
Yeah.
But he's like he's like a pro maybe.
What? But they did go to school together, or she's just found him on Instagram?
No. So they went to school together. He's moved away, pursued his dream, which was become a ballet dancer and work in the Royal Ballet. And she's seen that and been like, look, I've done a ballet lesson.
Can you train me?
Can you
train me? I'm going to pay you.
Because I think there's this thing where it's like she's done one ballet lesson, and I don't think that she's shit at it. I think she could actually be naturally really good. But it just seems so stupid to everyone else.
In the space of you going to that ballet lesson, or this character, and them going to London, I reckon it's like it's a week period, right? And you've seriously thought about this, and you've like remortgaged your flat to get a load of dough to get down there. So be like, right, I've got spends. So you kind of still got a lifeline back to Leigh if you want. But you're like, you are taking a gamble. But at the same time, you're 26, you should be taking gambles.
No, you know what? I think we raised the stakes. I think she's sold the flat. Right. And not got a lot for it. I reckon she's just took out all the equity that she put in, which let's say is 10 grand, and she's got 10 grand's worth of time in London to sort of figure this out.
It's like 2 weeks rent, isn't it?
This is what I mean.
She's back in 2 days time.
That's right. So she goes and meets this James who works at what does he do? Is he a professional ballet dancer or is he a ballet teacher?
I think maybe he's an example of somebody who's left Leigh and has like followed his dreams. So maybe she like looks up to him a little bit and is like, if he can do it, he can sort of tell me how he did it.
Right. Okay. Because I'm just trying to think like, she goes down to London. She hasn't got a job. Obviously, 10 grand isn't a lot of money. Does she get a job at the ballet studio he performs at, and then she tries to like do it after hours? You know what I mean? And like,
she was like the cleaner or something, and then they used the studio
it's
afterwards.
Like the Goodwill Hunting of dance.
You know what I mean? So like when they're doing the performance and she's there with sweeping brush, she's sort of like, you know what I mean, giving it some of that.
Yeah, watching and.
So she's like, she's doing like combinations under the table. She's following them. She's like.
Have you done ballet yourself? Have you done ballet before?
When I was a kid.
What are some ballet terms?
I did ballet.
I know plie.
Pirouette.
I did ballet for 5 years, 4 days a week.
Go on then, tell us some ballet things then.
You know, like a rond de jambe is where you go like round. It's all French, isn't it? It's like a pas de chat is like a step of the cat and stuff like that. I did ballet for like, I think nearly 4.5 years.
So, but what is like?
Obviously, it's not obviously.
What is the peak of ballet? What is it like?
Probably like being a soloist, isn't it? In the one of the big ballet companies.
The Royal Ballet.
The Royal Ballet, isn't it?
Right.
Royal Ballet. There's like the what's the Russian? The Bolshoi. The Russian Bolshoi.
I've just had an idea. Where it's one of them situations where, towards the end of the story, the dad has to make the decision between, say, working a shift at the factory and maybe sorting something out there, or going to watch Eliza a performance maybe.
Yeah.
Right, I think we're getting somewhere here. So at the moment, we're saying Eliza is a cleaner at the ballet studio where James works.
Yeah.
And at the moment, between James and her, there's no frisson, no like passion. It's just.
I don't think so. I think they're just like good friends.
Good friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he likes girls. That's how I imagine James.
What he likes girls.
No, I think he's quite effeminate.
Oh right. Okay.
That's how I imagine him. I think he's like quite a fun sort of character.
Like a fun guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get a prompt in there. So if you pick up one of the yellow ones, Harriet.
That's just my fantasy.
And this is just going to send the story in a bit of a different direction.
They bought a lighthouse as part of their master plan.
Okay. They bought a lighthouse as part of their master plan.
So she uses her 10 grand to buy a lighthouse
but
in
once
London.
again, it can be burnt.
What if she doesn't buy a lighthouse, but her dad does?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? And her dad sees it as like a bit of a
advertising.
She used to love going to the seaside as a kid, and he's thought, maybe if I can do this as like a big gesture, it might bring her back.
But how is he doing it? Because
he's had to lay off 10 more people.
Yeah, he's had to strip back more employees. So the reason he's doing it is to sort of like convince you to come back, but obviously it's at the detriment of the mint factory.
Yeah.
So maybe he's thinking I need to move forward with that advertising so the lighthouse just shines like Imperial Mints all over the like cliff.
But I'm thinking it's more like, it's like
in Leigh.
in Leigh, yeah. Just like shining over Tesco, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Cineworld, all the big hitters.
Yeah. Who'd have thought they put a lighthouse here? Yeah. What a weird place.
No, but I do like that. I like the idea of him buying a lighthouse and being like, Eliza, what would I have got?
He's trying to win her back, isn't he?
Dad, I'm 26.
Yeah. I love lighthouses.
But we've established she has been cut out of the will already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's said to her, she's left, you're right, you're going, you're out of this. And then he's thinking, if I can do this, I can win her back.
Right, even though he's already cut her out of the will, he's just having second thoughts.
So he thought that would work, but it didn't, but he can't go back on it.
Right, so his first attempt at getting her back was, I've cut you out of the will.
Yeah.
Second attempt is, well, that's not worked, so I'll go dead nice, I'll buy a lighthouse.
The logical second step, is to buy a lighthouse,
And let's put it, is it in Leigh or is it actually on a shoreline?
Where's the closest?
What if we go like, get a fucking lighthouse in Blackpool?
Yeah,
that is bleak.
Yeah.
Let's go Morecambe.
But why is he put it there?
Morecambe?
Yeah, Morecambe's better than Blackpool.
I do like the idea of it being in Leigh. And on like Pennington Flash or Leigh Canal. You know what I mean? It's just so out of place, but it's just like, it's on his door. Go on.
Could it be like the factory's huge, so they're downsizing to a lighthouse?
Yeah.
For the factory, rather than randomly buying you a lighthouse to get you back.
Yeah. So,
But that's still part of his master plan.
No, I like that. So what you're saying is they had a big factory, but obviously they lost that much staff. They need a different premises. There's a lighthouse available, and then they manufacture the mints in a dead, tall, thin building.
Yeah.
I like the idea
and
of
they
that.
could like roll them down. Into
the
Like a festival slide.
Yeah.
What's that called? What's the name of that?
It's got a funny name.
Helter-skelter.
Helter-skelter,
yeah.
Right. Okay. I do like that.
So that's good. So we've clicked that one off.
Yeah. So he's bought a lighthouse, converted it. He was on 150 staff. He went down to 50, and now he's on 25.
Yeah,
he's on 25 staff.
Yeah. Maybe do the phone call. I bought you a lighthouse.
Yeah. Can you ring Eliza?
Yeah. Right. Can you ring her, love?
I don't know how you work your phone.
I'm just a bit concerned, because obviously the last time we spoke, it got a bit heated.
I'll ring her for you then, yeah.
Right.
I'll ring her.
Speakerphone it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Don't speak though, because then she'll know you're here. I'm ringing it.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Eliza. You all right?
Hi, yeah, I'm okay, Mum. How are you?
How's London?
It's really great. I love it.
God, it's big down there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's it's really busy.
Remember when I went to London in the 70s before Thatcher cancelled all the trains? Sorry, I'm just talking about that. I love talking about Thatcher. Sorry. Oh, your dad's here.
Hi, Dad.
I love you, all right?
I'll go in the kitchen. I'll bet that Kendal mint cake that you like.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Jay, we've got you on speaker. Apparently London's going all right, which is good.
It's massive.
Yeah. Get to the cake, you. Just to say, look, we had a bit of a change situation here at the factory. We've sold it and we've actually purchased a lighthouse, which we're now manufacturing the mints out of. And I've had to let another 25 staff go.
It's Leigh Lighthouse. The one we used to go to when you were younger.
But it's it's something you should really come and see, love, because it's quite impressive.
So the factory's still going?
Yeah, it is. But it's changed its form. That's the main thing. But we're doing this because it's the only way we can kind of leave our mark behind and potentially something for you.
I'm sorry you had to do that.
Oh, she's trying to make an effort.
Yeah. Right. What's
I'll come down and see it when I can.
When do you think that might be?
I'm not sure yet. We're doing some quite intense training.
All right. Yeah. You all right for money?
Yeah. I've got a job as a cleaner at the ballet school.
I love cleaning.
These two would never be married. In what world would they ever be married?
I love cleaning.
Yeah.
I love cleaning. Maybe it runs in the jeans.
All right. Well, I'm going to pass you back to your mum, love.
I think you'd be more annoyed about. What, you've gone down to London? You're not even a ballet dancer. You're cleaning
to make it.
I think it's more a silent hurt.
Right, okay.
That's what I think. I don't think he's...
You really are going for the audition today, aren't you?
Yeah.
I like that.
I have no decision on casting, by the way.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm going to be the new Kevin Webster.
Look a bit like him.
Thinning. I think it's more like silent hurt. It's just like you've given all of this up for nothing, essentially. And I'm like, I'm on my fucking knees here trying to get this factory going, which is on its arse, and I'm doing everything for you, and you're just like, I'd rather clean.
But I think you know what he's trying to do. He's trying to guilt you into coming back.
Does Eliza want to win him over? Do you know what I mean? Is Eliza like too hurt by how like bitter and cold it's been, or does she want to like be like, I'm going to prove you wrong, Dad?
Yeah, I think it's like a prove you wrong thing.
Yeah, that's what I don't think there's. I think it's his job to make amends. He's, you know what I mean. Should just be supporting his.
It's like Billy Elliot. I think deep down he wants his dad's approval, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So
okay, so we've had that little interaction there.
Yeah.
He's tried to say, got it like I was trying to get her come back. It's not worked.
Yeah. No.
So now we've got to have that sort of like breakthrough of Eliza, I think, where it's like, oh, we need like a stand-in for a performance or something like that.
Maybe they invite her to join them, or like one of the teachers has seen them practicing after class or whatever.
Yeah.
We could really use a girl like you.
Yeah. I like the idea of her cleaning the studio, but like with a mop or a broom, but being like very.
Putting music on while she's doing it.
Yeah, what song is she doing it to? If this was like a scene in a film, what is the track?
Firework, like Katy Perry.
Oh, really? I think like classical.
It needs to be something you could
Tchaikovsky or something.
Played on a
that,
harp.
You know.
I think it could be something more like a more angry sort of like passionate sort of
like in Footloose when he's like,
right,
prove you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So what track would that be?
Daniel Bedingfield, got to get through this. the dun dun dun, and then just if only I can.
The one from High School Musical when he's trying to choose between dance and basketball, and everyone's just like, just do both.
What track are you thinking, Harriet? What track are you thinking?
I don't know, because I'm trying to think of a track that would be suitable for ballet.
Yeah, but it could be one of them where it's like you don't think it would suit.
What if it's
but then it like
Take Me to Church by Hosier? That music video with that ballet dancer's like unreal.
Yeah.
Take me to church.
And she knows the routine.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as she, because she has only done one lesson, but she is a natural. So there's going to be that sort of element where
she's raw.
I know the tune is. It's Feel by Robbie Williams. Right. that is 100% the tune.
Come on, hold my hand.
Yeah.
I wanna contact the living.
Maybe it's like that's Robbie's next project. He's doing a ballet with all his songs,
like an orchestra.
Yeah, like a version.
Maybe.
That's Robbie's next project.
And it's happened just after that phone call with her dad. She's like, "Oh, I've got to go to my shift, whatever." But she's still a bit like frustrated, and then she puts on the music while she's cleaning.
Yeah. Do you know what I've just thought?
Spray bottles in her hand.
Right. That I love the idea. This is it. I love the idea.
That's funny.
I love the idea of you putting the phone down and then like imagine like we've had a close up on Eliza's face doing the phone call, upset, puts the phone down, looking at her phone, sort of like, and then the next shot is a close up of her finger on a record, like a stereo, on a tape cassette player.
It's a boombox.
A boombox, and it just presses play. Feel by Robbie Williams comes on. It pans. Is it like the ballet teacher or is it James? And he's like going to be like, I'm going to train you up because we need that sort of training montage, don't we?
And so he's like, again.
Yeah, one of them where she keeps getting it wrong.
Yeah. But is it James or is it a teacher?
I think at this point. Oh wait, but then
or is there another character?
I think James
has
has
had the montage with James yet, so I think it maybe needs to be him first.
Yeah, so
establish that.
Yeah. So we have James. Feel come on by Robbie Williams.
Yeah. So maybe she tells James about the conversation with her dad, and he's like, right,
I think she's just heard it. I think he's overheard the phone call. Yeah. And it's like action montage.
She's been waiting the whole time.
Maybe before then he hasn't taken her on.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't train you up. You've never done it before. And then he hears the phone call and she's like, no, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
And then he's like, right, come on then.
You need something to make you want to be a dancer.
Yeah. You need the fire in your belly.
And then the montage is cross-cutting between this scene between them and then the other scenes where she's in the ballet classes and he's almost like embarrassed because she's getting all the steps wrong because he's a pro with all the other pros. But it's like, come on, I'm going to drag you up with me.
Yeah.
And then over the course of the song Feel by Robbie Williams, when it reaches its climax, she's like,
got it.
It's like shots of her falling. And then his dad sacking people like every so often, like it fires back to go.
Back to it.
And the lyric is, I just want to feel real love in the home that I live in.
Yeah.
Leigh.
Leigh. Leigh is a dad.
She's doing it for him.
Yeah, exactly. She's doing it for him. She's doing it for herself. All these things are coming together in this nice little melting pot of ballet mints and dancing. Right. Last prompt, I reckon.
Okay. Get away from me, you slimy little worm.
Maybe the director of the ballet says that to her.
Potentially.
Yeah.
That could be like a. But then in my head, I don't want to ruin the main soloist injures themselves in some way. But they know the steps. I don't want to.
Potentially, I like that. What is your gut telling you, Harriet, about this?
I think it has to be like maybe the actual dance teacher has invited her onto some show. Like they've seen her and James dancing, and she's like, right, we need to get you in because maybe she's a sub for someone or whatever. Yeah. And then the other dancers don't accept her that well because they're like, well, we've done all this training, you've just appeared and whatever. Like, get away from me, slimy little worm.
Yeah. And she's playing a slimy little worm. That is the part that she's playing.
That's a role.
So it's like that sort of like
that classic role in ballet.
Yeah. She's like, thank
slimy
you.
Little worm.
Thank you. I am. You're right. Yeah.
No, I like that. I like the idea of the other dancers like get away from me.
She's a bit of an outcast.
Like a mudblood.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, she's just learnt ballet in like 4 minutes.
Like, it's took her the song feel.
One duration of feel. And at the end, she's like,
3.5 minutes. Yeah, 3.5 minutes of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I like that. So the show's. This is like.
It's a Robbie Williams original. I think it's the songs of Robbie Williams.
Right.
But it's, I don't know. It could be Romeo and Juliet to the songs of Robbie Williams.
No, do you know what I want to do? I want to do another little role play. I want to do one more little role play, right? Okay. And it's going to be Eliza in a dance class. She's been invited by the teacher to take part in this performance that they're putting on. Like someone's got injured, and Eliza's like playing. You're playing another cast member in the ballet. Like you're someone who doesn't.
Can you mention to the casting director I do multi-characters?
That you're like against her being part of it, and you're
against. Okay,
and you're going to be James.
Okay.
So you're James, her friend.
Yep.
You're just going to take a bit of a backseat for now.
Yeah, but am I back in now? I
can see you
it's up to you.
character.
Just see how the conversation goes,
and
you come in when it's time.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So maybe you've just finished with a plie.
Okay, so like we've just finished a rehearsal.
I'm stood to the side just going,
that's how all ballet's finished.
Oh my
and
God.
Now, plie.
Yeah, just, you know what I mean?
That's the end.
Fucking plie stop,
But
right?
Are we in the dance together? We've all done a dance
You've
together.
all just done the dance.
Okay.
Yeah, some of us better than others.
There's been it finishes with this plie.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
That's
go
funny.
Go on. Right, see.
Wow. Yeah. You're in the show.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. I mean, how long have you been dancing?
Oh, not very long at all, but James has been helping me.
About 4.5 minutes. Probably, if we had it all together, about 42
I got
minutes.
to London yesterday. So.
Yeah.
But James has been helping me, and I've been trying really hard since my first ballet class.
She's a natural.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say necessarily natural, but you've got something which I don't. Sorry,
You got something of attitude. That's what you've got.
Yeah, but I'm a dancer.
Okay, fair enough.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they've
Well,
got
we're all dancers here.
Yeah.
Just quickly, I've got to get this straight. You came from Leigh, which is the north, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Born and raised in the south. Yeah.
Yeah. But your
He was
family
actually born and raised in the south.
ran a mint factory.
You know a lot about me.
Yeah.
Your brain works in mysterious ways. You're in every room.
I saw you.
You hear everything. You're just
If you did it a
omnipotent.
day, right?
Just a heads up.
In my head,
if Harry
I've
ever
got it
does a
as-
casting, please tell him he's not good at
I've got it as
improvising.
I am the best dancer at the studio.
Right, okay.
So James,
Yeah.
James has been like kind of my go-to. You know what I mean? There's maybe a bit like flirtiness going on.
We've definitely got a history.
Yeah, right. So
Okay.
probably a bit of jealousy in that regard, but also like I'm like, who the fuck is this new girl? You know what I mean? And it's like she's come from Leigh, mum and dad own mint factory, and yeah, she was
Can you have a bit more venom towards Eliza? Could you just be a bit nastier?
a bit nastier.
Yeah.
You're dancing
playing
shit.
You're playing it like a screen. You need to play it like a play.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, a bit more character. Yeah, play it like just more venom.
Girls.
Just
Okay.
be horrible.
Okay, really nasty.
Yeah. Like
Don't
comment
be really
on the dancing.
because I might cry.
Idiot.
Yeah. I don't think you should be in the show. I think your dancing's off. I don't think you look right. And personally, I don't like the fact you're here.
Well, tough. It's not your
nicest response.
Okay, that's the end. Scene.
I'm not used to conflict.
Yeah. Hey.
I think as a bit of like direction, I think you need to be. Maybe you're like
a bit taken aback, maybe.
Yeah, like doubting yourself potentially.
Oh yeah.
Doubting yourself potentially.
It's about bloody time she doubted herself. She's had 2 days of dance lessons. She must be a professional dancer. Somebody needs to tell her. So she needs to be told.
You're doubting yourself a little bit, and then James might come and back you up, but you're still spitting venom. You're thinking, I don't know. And then, come on, let's go for it again. And then let's try.
Okay, yeah.
I can just respond to what you
Yeah,
said.
okay.
You don't have to do it
You shouldn't be in the show. I know it, the other girls know it, the other guys know it. You are, you stick out like a sore thumb, you're off. I mean, it doesn't work. And I'm telling you this because, you need to hear it, and I don't think you should be in the show because it will look shit.
I'm really sorry, I'm just trying my best.
Yeah, well, it's not good enough, and that's the thing. Ballet is about discipline. I've been doing this for 20 years.
Listen, Claude, it's not about how long you've been doing it.
I thought I was female. I thought I was female. I myself, I was like,
female.
Yeah, you're still called Claude though.
Yeah, short for Claudia.
Yeah.
Just prefer Claude.
Yeah.
Can you imagine someone called Claudia needed to shorten the name to Claude? Like, it's not even that much shorter. That's not even called Bear.
Yeah.
Dancing takes discipline, and you've not got it. And this is something which is a fact. I'm deciding if you're in the show, I won't be in the show.
Oh. Well,
I suppose that's a decision for you to make. I'm going to be in the show because I've been trying really hard. So if you don't want to dance with me, it's really hard for 2 days. I've been dreaming about this for over 24 hours. And if you don't want to be in the show with me, then don't be in the show.
Okay, best of luck.
yeah.
And then,
So you forfeited your
yeah.
20 years discipline, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
Ow.
I reckon.
No, Claudia.
Claude.
Are you trying to bring me back here?
Claude.
Yeah.
I think you're being a bit dramatic.
I'm not
here.
dancing with this woman.
Well,
She's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
you don't know that. She should have been here 24 hours.
Yeah.
How can you make an educated guess on somebody?
You can't do ballet to Robbie Williams.
Right, here we go. Let me
You don't
just,
want to
Choose the song.
You don't want to be in the show, then, do you?
I'm just gonna cut in there, right? This is where right. So there's a conflict there, okay? We're working towards the final Robbie Williams Orchestra ballet sequence.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's got to be something where there's like an injury to you.
I twist her ankle.
No, an
An injury to you.
Yeah, so you're not twisting the
right.
hero
Don't
ankle.
break me.
Yeah.
I've got it. Mum comes to visit and she flicks a Mint Imperial onto the dance floor
Yeah.
and she slips. Because that's what happened. She injured herself and she's like, I don't want her to miss out on a dream. So maybe she's like, comes to watch and she goes, it's like a really slow-mo scene of the mint rolling.
I do like that.
That's quite good.
Maybe a mum, right? So let's say that it's day of performance, right? Because we're building towards the end of the story. Okay. Day of performance.
Yeah.
Mum has come down secretly to London to watch the performance because if her dad found out, he'd hit the roof. He's down to 5 employees at the Mint.
It's where the telly is. Yeah.
There's 5 employees at the Mint Imperial
I
factory.
just love the idea of there being holes in the plaster.
The lighthouse is on its last legs.
They live in a really small cottage.
The hands, they've all got arthritis through wrapping the Mint Imperials because they do it individually.
Yeah.
So it's just in tatters back there. The fact that she's come down to London would break him.
Yeah.
She's come down in secret. She's gone, like, Eliza, like, I'm so proud of you. She's not.
So Eliza's knows she's there before she goes on stage.
I think Eliza surprised her. Eliza's been surprised by her mum before the performance.
Okay.
You're not. I don't think Eliza is in the show yet.
No, I think
she's a stand-in. I think she's a stand-in.
Yeah, I
And
think Claudia's won.
Claude is in the performance. Anyway, she comes over, conversation between you and some friends, you and James, and then she overhears Claude bitching about you, and your mum's thought, right, I'm having her.
Yeah.
She poisons her with Kendal mint cake. I think that she's done something to her to upset her stomach. Do you know what I mean?
And mint's like a laxative.
To be fair, if you eat too many mints,
Okay.
If you eat too many mints, it'll make you.
So maybe she just absolutely fills a tutu.
But the mum is so friendly.
Fills a what?
Tutu. You
Is that how you ingest food?
No, I'm saying she shits herself.
Oh, I thought she fills it with Kendal Mint cake.
No, like she
She'll be in a
shits her knickers.
Yeah.
I think the way that she does it, the mum, that she kills her with kindness. So it's like she knows that she's been a bitch to her daughter, but she's like, oh, you'll like these. Oh, no, have another.
And she's had, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you so nice, Claude? But in her mind, she's like, I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Oh, Claude can't make the performance anymore.
Got stuck on the toilet.
Stuck on the toilet. Where is she? I need Claude.
Yeah.
You're in the corner, just headphones on. Eliza.
Listening to Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miming it.
No. She's going, hey, ho, there we go.
It's gone to the next track. Okay. And then she's like, right, you're in. Eliza's going to be on stage.
Okay.
Goes on stage.
Yeah.
What happens now? What's the final line, Harriet?
The diamond bracelet was lost forever.
The diamond bracelet was lost forever. How do we get that into this final bit?
Well, I think Dad is, because he's losing money, he needs to put his money into something like an asset. So before the bank take it, he's gone and bought this really expensive diamond necklace so it keeps the value.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I like that.
I'll pull us out of a tough situation. And maybe that's what is all the money's within this now. That the last of their fortune is within this diamond necklace.
Could the diamond bracelet not be a metaphor for his daughter? In a sense of like, if she's dancing and like she's pursued this and she's not coming back, like he has lost her forever.
Or maybe she's got a diamond bracelet that they gave her and it's gone forever, so because she wears it all the time.
Yeah.
So she's gone, she's lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all good options, but which one are we taking?
I imagine 2 agents being in the crowd
Right.
from like Juilliard or something like that.
Right, okay.
And that's how they pay for it and the diamond, and it was gone forever, but the daughter was happy.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a nice ending.
They actually pay for her to go to the ballet school with the diamond bracelet. So it's gone forever.
Yeah, so maybe the performance is going on, right? The mum's there, and the dad has realised she's gone, right? Fuming, straight in the car, flies down to London.
So the performance has started.
Yeah. Mate,
Gets in his
I reckon he was an hour behind her, right? And obviously because of the delay of Claude, they're like, where is she?
Yeah.
Right.
The show's delayed.
Yeah. He catches the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
Right? And I think as he walks in, he sees his daughter, his baby girl, in absolute, like ecstasy, just dancing around.
To angels.
Big smile on her face.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, Angels is the final track, the final song, and it's like, and through it all,
doors open.
She offers me protection,
Yeah.
a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong.
It is. It's just like, do you know when they have like balloons that fall from a ceiling?
Yeah.
But it's mint Imperials, right? And it's, yeah.
Everyone's slipping on this. Bloody hell.
Yeah, and I think...
he's so proud of her because she's brought home with her.
And she planned it.
Yeah.
Or they've all got like a mint imperial pack under their chair.
Yeah. Or like
and
cannons
it's like
firing.
It rebrands them.
And it rebrands them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're called like
Ballet mints.
ballet balls or
Ballet balls.
The ballet balls.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, is there a nicer thing with this diamond bracelet? Like, I'm just trying to think.
It was gone forever, isn't it?
The diamond bracelet was lost forever,
forever.
and we haven't worked that in earlier. We should have worked that in earlier, I think.
Lost forever. Right. I think he's...
I like the idea of him, like you said, selling the factory and investing the money into a diamond bracelet.
Right before he sets off.
Right before he
sells the
sets...
factory.
How about this? Invests it into this diamond bracelet. He managed to get the money quick, but he was just like liquidated the firm.
It's a cash sale. It's a cash sale.
Yeah, puts it into this diamond bracelet, and he's thought, you know what? Life's too short. I'm gonna put it into this. I'm gonna give it to our daughter because I believe in her.
Yeah.
He's had a mad sort of moment because everything's lost from the mint factory. Drove down to London as quick as he can.
He made himself redundant.
Yeah, he made himself redundant. Gets to London as quick as he can. I need to see my daughter perform. If I've not got anything, at least I've got this memory. Gets there, performs it. Angels, brilliant, fantastic, boom. This is for you. I mean, like, I'm sorry about all the aggro that I've caused you. Like,
Yeah.
I just, your mum never got the chance, and that was down to me as well. I stopped her from getting that chance of being a ballet dancer. She says it's Thatcher, but no, it was all me. Yeah. I gaslighted her.
Thatcher did a lot of other stuff.
Yeah,
but that was just me.
Yeah, yeah. The part about your mum, that was just me, and yeah, I think this. I hope this is just some sort of representation of the love that I have for you, Eliza. Like, you was amazing out there. The agents were in the audience, and they come over and they're like,
"Yeah,
you meant you,
yeah, you mean
all the biggest ballet schools in the world? They're all after her.
They're all fighting over her.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe she's like, Dad,
it's going to cost a bomb. This.
Well, yeah, no. What I'm thinking is she's going to get professional work. She's going to become a star.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
No, yeah.
And then she's like, take the bracelet back.
Yeah,
get the mint ball factory back. I'm going to, this is my repayment to you, potentially.
Or,
go on.
They use the money to get the lighthouse back and open a ballet school. And the mum teaches.
Oh, that's even better.
And when that's happening, you just hear very quietly starting in the background, take that, never forget. Because we've come so far.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've been to do, and we looked each day and night in the eye.
And it's a dad singing it.
Yeah. Over and over.
yeah.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, Gary Barlow just pops up from one part of the crowd, and then all of them, and then Robbie comes out, and it's like this moment.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, yeah. I fucking love that. Yeah. She goes on tour with that ballet dancing, and she's like the star. And Claude's just it cut to Claude. She's just on toilet,
still shitting.
Yeah, still shitting.
Yeah,
yeah. Addicted to mint cake.
Yeah,
crying.
Yeah,
in a horrible cycle.
Maybe it's a big turnaround. Claude becomes addicted to mints. Claude's from a really rich family. They keep buying loads of mints, and it brings the factory back.
Yeah, yeah. I thought he was going to go full circle, and then she ends up getting employed by the family. So she's like,
to press play.
yeah. You know what? I think we've hit a good part there.
Yeah.
I think that was great.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. What a story. What a story that was.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I enjoyed it.
Some great acting.
So some top acting, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think you lot weren't in the same scene as me.
I think that was quite obvious that everyone else in this room wasn't in the same.
I had the set around me. You know what I mean?
Acting's for everybody, Harry.
Yeah. You could just feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
had smells going on and all sorts.
You don't have to be nice to him.
Okay.
I loved how you knew everything about every character, even though they weren't privy to the conversations.
Yeah. Whenever they ask me to play a part, I'll read everyone else's lines. Right.
Not your own.
Just so I know, and then I'm in.
I don't learn my own. Yeah. Everybody else's first. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
How did you find it, Harriet? How did you find the process?
Do you know what? I wish I'd thought about it a bit more because when we were talking about ballet, I was like, I've picked a topic here that I absolutely know nothing about.
Okay.
That's fine.
That makes it, But
the thing is, it's all made up. We can make anything up.
Yeah.
But I heard you laughing, Corey, before. Was plie not the right thing to end on?
No, plie is just a move.
I thought plie is like...
Plie is like a warm-up.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like after the full-time whistle goes at football, they all come out and start straight.
Yeah. It's just like a bendy knees. Yeah. That's all it is.
Bit of open the gate.
Yeah, it's like you're lifting your arm to end. Like good.
Was that your first time doing a podcast, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you'll never do another one like that.
Yeah.
Not like this.
Should never do another one again.
Yeah.
I listen to podcasts, but I've never been on one.
Yeah.
But I always think they'd be like really fun to do.
Yeah. Well, what I think is nice about this is you don't have to talk. Obviously, we spoke about what you do and stuff like that, but it's it's just a game, isn't it? So you can kind of
let yourself loose. Any element of like improv on Corey at all? No. Is it like? Is it just like? Has anybody?
Well, actually, I say that sometimes you'll have to do like if you're meant to be talking in the background of someone else's scene. Obviously, when you're actually filming it. So if me and you were in the background of their scene, you'd be having a conversation. But when we're actually filming, me and you would just be like
yeah.
But then afterwards, Sam might say, "Oh well, can we just pick up your conversation?"
Yeah.
To play at a lower volume in the background. So then is the only moment where you're like,
you're going to plie is just a bender then.
Yeah, like you're making something up to say. But generally, a lot of mine have been with Dan, who plays my on-screen dad, and he is just like trying to get any kind of euphemism or like joke in there because he's the total opposite. He plays the vicar, Billy the vicar.
Yeah.
So he's the opposite of Billy. He's like got a really crude sort of sense of humour, so anything we can kind of get in. So I kind of let him take the lead on
nice.
the improv bits. I panic when I have to improv.
If you was casting characters from Corrie to play the parts that we created today, who would you be? Like what characters? Dev. What, you think you'd be Dev? No, I think like more
Dev.
Kevin Webster.
Yeah, in fact, yeah.
I don't know.
Sophie.
Dad can be quite a bossy dad sometimes.
Yeah.
So he could have been the dad.
I think you would play Eliza. I think you'd.
Yeah, I think Summer would probably be Eliza. Les Battersby.
Yeah. And Janet.
Janice.
Sorry. Come on, it's been a long day. I've had a long weekend.
I think this storyline could make it into Corrie.
Yeah, I reckon. It's got a Christmas special all over it.
And it would be one of them. Have you seen the compilation of them going like, "Oh, she's going to London," and they're all like,
London.
Like, there's a compilation of it all, and it's really funny video. It's like a minute of people just going London, like it's on a different planet.
And she walks to the train station. No one has any idea where Corrie's set. Everywhere they walk,
they walk to the tram
go to Yorkshire Dales.
Yeah.
Go to the train station. Go to the Trafford Centre.
Yeah.
So, where is this place? Yeah.
Literally.
And I was thinking, well, I'm going to put Harriet on the spot here, but it would be good. I don't know if you can do it or not. We've got an all-made-up mug.
Yeah.
If you could take that to the Cobbles and have a picture and send it to us,
Oh,
I think that would be. So that is our gift to you.
Can I keep it after?
Yeah, of course you can,
Yeah, no, imagine that. We're like, we want it back.
When you do the pod, bring it back, please.
So we need it
That's why I told you about the live show.
It should be in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll get it in front of all the hotspots.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be so good.
I'll
Thank you.
try and get some pictures of people maybe with it in Roy's Rolls or something.
Yeah.
That'd be
That'd be amazing.
Give me time.
Yeah.
Because
like 3 days.
as long as Eliza pursued her career in Ballet. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe you could find my mug with you there as well, Lewis.
Yeah. Well, I think we end it on that.
I think we do, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for doing it. It's been really
Thank you
fun.
for having me, honestly. It's really fun.
That has been. Do you want to say anything before we go?
No, nothing.
Yeah. Well, that has
You've been leading it.
All Made Up with Harriet Bibby. Thanks for watching.
And listening.
Yeah, and listening.